The home of the common Joe and the common Sally in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads. How's it going, guys and gals out there in Americana? I'm going to get right into it today. First of all, I am the OCF, that's Outlaw of College Football, also known as JPC. That stands for Jesse Paul Clark on Facebook, spelled Jesse without the I. And I'm also on Twitter at OCF Productions. Today I just want to come in here and talk about something I don't normally talk about because sometimes it gets me in trouble, and that's politics in this country and its well-being and what it needs to get back to just being a pretty damn good country like it used to be once upon a time. And to me, it's rather simple. Joe Biden and the Democratic Party, if they want to get back to being respected by most Americans, then they're going to have to show some respect for the intelligence of these Americans, of us Americans. And the first thing that Joe Biden's going to have to do is real simple, man, is think about, it's like the old saying, treat people like you would want to be treated. Or put yourself in someone else's shoes and just think about how they might feel, Joe. As you know, the Saudis just put a restriction on oil supply to the United States again. That's why the prices of gas is going back up again. And the only way to offset that was basically what Donald Trump was doing, and that was trying to make us energy independent from the Saudis and other countries. By doing that, he was also building what they called the Pennsylvania pipeline. Joe Biden comes in and shuts that down. Well, Joe, Democrats, if you want to get back these people, the votes that you're losing, the Democrats that you're losing. And let me preface this by saying also that I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. Now, once upon a time, I was a Democrat. I was a registered Democrat, and I still may be registered as one. I'm not sure because I haven't been unregistered, but I'm not a Democrat. I voted for Obama the first time, but once you do something, you make a mistake doing it, you try not to do it again. So I didn't vote for him a second time. But it's real simple for Joe Biden and the Democrats. If they want to shed this label of being insensitive prick liberals, then they're going to have to do something to show that they care about the struggling economy and the Americans who are suffering. If they don't do that, then they're going to lose, and they're going to fall way behind the Republicans in the near future. That's why I say they need to do away with party labels, period. Republican and Democrat, because I don't want to be cornered into voting for somebody just because they carry a label. And that's why I'm not a Democrat anymore. I'm not going to just vote blindly for somebody just because they call themselves a certain label. It's stupid. Anybody can say they're a Democrat. Anybody can say, hey, look at me. I'm a God. Worship me. But are you going to do it? No. But simply, Joe, if you really want any chance whatsoever of being reelected, or at least getting the Democratic Party reelected, if you don't run, which is probably a wise thing because your cognitive skills are somewhat lacking, all you got to do is do some stuff to help the economy. It sounds pretty simple and pretty Captain Obvious, right? Obviously, it's not because they refuse to do it. Now, I know Joe's He's a little out there right now, and he can't seem to keep his hands off of tweeners. I mean, every time he sees a 12-year-old girl at a rally, he's got to put his hands on her and put his nose up in her hair for whatever reason. All you got to do, Joe, is open up that Pennsylvania pipeline. That's all you got to do, man. That'll start soothing things. It's like a medication that you take for something. At first, You may not see the results of the disease or the ailment that you have going away, but once you take the medicine and you proceed to continue taking the medicine and doing things to take care of yourself, you get well again. And that's what you need to do, man. That's the first start, because of what the Saudis did. If the Saudis are going to come in and limit the oil supply that they give us so they can jack the shit up, well, then it's captain obvious to me and should be to you. And if it's not, it's either that your cognitive skills are really lacking, or you're getting kickbacks from the Saudis to continue them being able to just basically rape the American economy with gas prices. So open back up the Pennsylvania pipeline, man. Don't worry about whether it's going to piss your constituents off or, make it look like you agree with something that Donald Trump did. Get that out of your system, man. Just do what's right. Don't worry about who it agrees with or who it doesn't agree with. I know you're not going to be able to do that because you're a corrupt bastard and you've been corrupt for quite some time. But to the Democrats out there, underneath Joe Biden, if you want to save your party, and I hope you don't, I hope the Republicans don't, I hope they do away with all these parties. Because we should just have one party, and that'd be the American party. Do like high school, have 3 or 4 people get up there and get elected, and if it's really close, then do a runoff. That's simple. That way you don't have corrupt party label loyalty. You open up that pipeline and things will start soothing. And people will start healing. Prices will go down because oil prices affect everything. Because you have to have oil to deliver stuff, to deliver goods, to deliver food. So therefore, guess what? Gas prices go up, food prices go up. Food prices go up, clothing prices go up. Everything goes up. So just start with that, man, and work your way down. Also put out some kind of edict to these supermarkets and these doctors and whatnot that have jacked their prices up because they're using the oil prices as an excuse. Put out some kind of edict to them that when gas prices go down, you must follow suit as well. It comes down to Americans being able to live comfortably and thinking that you actually care about what happens to them and their family, especially in the financial realm of things. I know money's not everything, but it's something, and we need it. And we don't have much of it right now because you're letting the Saudis rape us continually. Not only the Saudis, but the Chinese too. You guys can guess on what you think about all this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And I know KMCA doesn't really apply to this, but how about KMCA to all the politicians? Class is now dismissed.